Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. First loss last night. Oh man. Hey, first out, shout out to Josh Krantz for the Akron pick. I hope everyone followed along on that one, or all 8 of you or whoever watched the video. Yeah, great read by Josh there. They blew them out. That was an absolute smackdown. So great read there. Tough loss on the Bulls if anyone followed along with that game. The Bulls got down by double digits like 3 or 4 different times, came back every time, had a 5-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and then started the fourth quarter on a 23-2 run by the Hornets and got all the way back at the end of the game and couldn't force overtime. So tough loss there. I think it was the right read still, just given the data, but we march on to Saturday, which is the NFL, and I know a lot of people are going to be on some college basketball picks. I did speak to my buddy Josh again earlier, and he did tell me he likes getting points with Alabama and getting points with Ole Miss, so those are 2 things to watch for. We're not going to put out an official play on that at the moment. May put something up on Twitter, so hop on Twitter, Spreads and Props on Twitter, follow us there, but nonetheless, here we are today, and we are going to give out 2 free picks. One's going to be a prop bet. One is going to be a spread bet on the first divisional game today, which is the Houston Texans visiting the Kansas City Chiefs. This game was already played in December. Tank Dell was there. Tank Dell's not there today. That was a big weapon in that game. If you watched any of that game, he was dominating the Chiefs until he got hurt. Hate to see that kind of stuff, man. He came back from a broken leg last year, so he was a big piece of what they do. But not gonna have him at their disposal today. So was just looking at some data before making the video, and the betting public, to no surprise, is all over the Chiefs on the money line. I think 90% of the money was on them. But surprisingly, the spread, only 60% of the people are on the Chiefs. And I think less than 50% of the money. So the public is on it. The sharps are not as heavy onto that. They like the 8.5 points with the Texans. And total sitting at 41. Weather's supposed to get down into the teens, maybe even the single digits, what the feels like, because remember, this is a 4:30 game, so it's going to be dark in the second half. It's going to be cold there in Arrowhead, and obviously it's loud. So we were initially looking at a play, and I don't mind taking this, so I'll give this one out just kind of as a bonus, but we were looking at the under 21.5 total points in the first half. Houston's going to have to come out and run the ball, or at least try to, because just giving the ball to Mahomes and letting him chew clock, which is what Kansas City likes to do. They're not a big play team, and just coming out and asserting their dominance after essentially being off for the last 2 or 3 weeks total, with their starters not playing in the last game of the regular season, and then having this bye week. You're going to get a healthy Kelsey. Pacheco's had a few weeks to chill out and get ready. Mahomes' ankle is going to be better. So I think Kansas City just walks the ball slowly up and down the field in the first half. So that's something I would look at. But as far as the spread pick goes on the game, we're going to recommend taking the Chiefs. I am going to lay the 9 points with the Chiefs, 8.5, whatever you get it at right now. I just think this is a spot for them to kind of take command of what is a really lesser Houston team. We would have gotten a better game with Chargers and Chiefs if that would have materialized in any way. But this one, I don't see much from Houston. I've seen some other people online talking about taking a Houston team total under or a Kansas City team total over. So if that lets you know anything, with both of those angles, you're you're covering the spread. So that looks like a good pick to us, something we're gonna roll with. And then as far as props go for that game, interesting, I looked up the props for this game and what the public is on, and 4 of the 5 most bet props are going to be on touchdowns in this game. We got Pacheco with a touchdown, Mixon with a touchdown, Xavier Worthy with a touchdown, Travis Kelce with a touchdown, and then the last one is Pacheco to run for over 50 yards. So game script is telling me that they expect the Chiefs to score a lot more than the Texans, and they expect for Pacheco to run for over 50 yards, which is kind of like a kill the clock thing, which, you know, they use Kareem Hunt for a lot of their kill the clock stuff. He tends to hold on to the ball pretty well. So I don't know who they trust in that moment in this game, or if it's even going to matter at that point. The Texans do have a good run defense. Al Shakir is back, so I mean you got some good run defense, but Mahomes is going to be mobile. So another maybe lean would be looking at Patrick Mahomes over rushing yards. I think it was set at 23. I don't hate that one either, but the official pick that we're going to put out in this game is going to be CJ Stroud over 34.5 passing attempts. I expect Houston to be behind, them not to be able to run the ball. Mixon may bust off some stuff early or on third downs. The Chiefs do give up a lot of first downs, but I don't expect a sustained running game, especially with the thought that they fall behind in this game. So I expect Stroud to be airing it out, especially late in the game. If you've got a 2 or even 3 score game where it's strictly throwing the football, cold weather, you know, running the ball, doesn't do anything at that point. So we're going to go with the Chiefs with the points. So 8.5 for 9, either way is fine. I think they win this game by double digits. And the prop bet we're going to give out is going to be CJ Stroud over 34.5 passing attempts, with, again, a lean on the first half under of 21.5 points for this game. Could be 21-0 Chiefs at the half for all I know. But yeah, happy hunting out there, boys. May do a second video for the second game. I'm crunching some numbers together, looking at some stuff, but as it sits right now, we're rolling hard with the Chiefs, and expect to see them playing next week and maybe resting some of their starters in the fourth quarter. Good luck, and let's go make this money, boys.